Previously on Fiber Time.
Yeah. She a little bad. Hit her with the bag. Yeah. Put it on the tab.
Now, we did not go through all the effort of making this jewel-toned pleated skirt just to use a skirt in one dark academia-inspired costume. So, let's see some of our options. The idea of Halloween should be kind of alarming no matter if we're in the midst of a pandemic or not, considering that random strangers give young kids candy, raisins, and sometimes toothbrushes, but maybe that's just my germophobic self's nightmare. Like all my costume ideas I'll be giving you today, every piece from my first costume is from my closet. Depending on your hairstyle, height, or preference, you could be one of the members of the Umbrellh Academy, which honestly reminds me way too much of Draco talk, so you could be someone of that too. Like Harry Potter and other mystical worlds, the Umbrellh Academy is full of eccentric characters that are ideal for Halloween night, since you don't get the opportunity to be someone wild every day. Unless that is the real you, of course. Rumor whispering, time traveling, extreme strength you. Can we just talk about the fact that the most stable relationship in the entire show was a 5 with a mannequin? If you have a mannequin, make sure you carry that around, but like, maybe you have a friend that could pretend to be a mannequin too, I don't know. I wore my dark pleated skirt, and luckily, my personal preference for jewel tones matched the dark colors of Draco TikTok. I mean, Umbrellh Academy, okay? I'm not completely influenced by a certain social media app. If you don't have a pleated skirt, you can also wear any long dark colored shorts. And make sure to add the knee-high socks for the classic academia look. I didn't have a pair of black loafers, so I compromised and wore black combat boots. For the top, I wore a white button-down with a dark blazer. If you have a tie, you could add that too. Alternatively, you can also wear a dark colored shirt with a white collar peeking through from underneath. If it happens to be raining on your Halloween, then definitely add the umbrella to complete that Umbrellh Academy look. Here is a light academia costume. If I was Lara Jean Covey, I'd probably be thinking, Peter Kavinsky. It's definitely a wise choice to choose a jerk that makes petty excuses for his poor choices over the guy that treats me right. Except I'm not Lara Jean. Team John Ambrose all the way, just based on logic alone, not to mention Jordan Fisher being in masterpieces like Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, and Teen Beach Movie. Lara Jean's style is way too coordinated for a normal high schooler, but Halloween is all about pretending, isn't it? Since I went through all the work to make my pleated skirt, I had to use it again for another costume. Lara Jean and a lot of other main characters on screen have the academic look once again. I took my white button down into the skirt and added a button down cardigan, leaving it open. I tied a burgundy ribbon around my neck and used the leftover material as a headband. Because instead of glasses to look smart, Jaraline, maybe I should call her, but Lara Jean wears a headband. There are so many ways to interpret Lara Jean's academic style, but everything else is just a supporting actor to the star of the show, which is the hand-lettered letter. Hold an envelope with the address of the cafe you've been crushing on in hopes that they acknowledge you exist and give you discounted drinks in return for your love and affection. That would be a way better outcome than what Lara Jean ended up with, in my opinion. You can also add black tights and some loafers to fully complete this look. This outfit is also pretty versatile. With a few alterations, you can be Blair from Gigi, aka Gossip Girl, or an actual Gigi from Wizards of Waverly Place. Another mean girl, Queen Bee, aka Regina George, yet another blonde mean girl, Sharpie Evans, Cher from Clueless, or any of the many anime characters from the show you became obsessed with and binge watched 5 seasons of in a week. Subbed, not dubbed, of course. If you love To All the Boys but want a more toned down outfit, or just don't want to be confused for any other character from a high school rom-com, my personal favorite movie genre, you can try another Lara Jean look. I'm wearing khaki bottoms that would go well with the combat boots that Lara Jean wore in one scene from the movie. She also had a backpack in this scene, so I added this mini one and tied my green button down in the front. Don't forget your iconic love letter to your favorite cafe.
Day one.
Remember when we were all in the beginning of quarantine and everyone was getting along so well, bonding over Tiger King? Well, this is for anyone that wants to bring back that feeling of togetherness and also get the chance to act a little out there for Halloween. The main star of this show for the costume is a cheetah or leopard print clothing item, and the rest of these are just supporting actors that are sometimes easily replaceable. Going along with the trend of turning scarves into shirts, I did exactly that here and wore a red flannel to make the scarf shirt look more believable and not just a knotted or contorted rectangle. I added the same khaki colored bottoms that I wore as Lara Jean. Who knew Tiger King and Lara Jean would have something in common? I also threw on this khaki bucket hat for that completed I'm researching orangutans in the safari look. For shoes, you can probably wear brown or tan loafers, but I stuck with white Vans for, I'll say for the sake of comfort, but in reality, it was for the lack of availability for my closet.
She likes chocolate covered strawberries and wine.
I am absolutely in love with the drama, satire, and occasional music theater-esque shows, so The Politician was right up my alley. Not to mention the fun fact that the original Dear Evan Hansen character is coming together to create another fictional world. The character Alice wears a lot of 60s inspired First Lady looks. Very, I'm Jackie Kennedy, and I have to be very proper for public perception reasons because that'll help my husband in the polls. I didn't have anything in her pastel or muted color palette, but I made do with a few other posh person staples. I wore my white button down with a plaid skirt and yet another ribbon around my neck. I don't know what's the purpose of these ribbons and tops, but I guess that's reflective of a lot of accessories. I brought out my fanciest purse, which admittedly isn't very fancy, but you can use one of those Prada style bags that I've been seeing all over sewing TikTok. That style bag is definitely on my to sew list. I really like this costume because Alice also has a bob, kind of like me, but unlike me, she's wearing pearls in nearly every scene she's in.
You all the time, roses at your feet.
No, this is not another alternative Lara Jean look, even though it totally could be. This is my version of Nancy Wheeler from Stranger Things. A tight striped long sleeve and a button-up corduroy skirt. She wears a lot of cardigans, so you can add one of those crop button-up cardigans that everyone bought this year. If you really want to go all out or want to be the light at the end of the Halloween tunnel, add the battery pack powered LED lights that totally didn't creep me out in season 1 of Stranger Things. This is probably the most practical costume, which is completely unlike Joe Goldberg or Will or Dan Humphrey, whatever you want to call him, from You. The goal of this look and his generic name is to blend into the crowd as much as possible so people he stalked wouldn't notice them. And isn't that the beginning of a true love story? I wore my black cargo inspired pants, a blue button up, a gray jacket, and a black hat. I don't look suspicious at all. Bring the most classic and somewhat pretentious book you own on your trick-or-treating adventures, or just like your favorite Harry Potter novel. Don't let the normalcy of this outfit deceive you from how creepy and messed up Joe's thoughts are.
Looking for me till let's go, take me on this journey.
If you've been quarantined indoors the past few months all alone, then you may have bought some friendships with other live creatures. Plants, the most loyal friends that never leave your side because they physically can't, unless you kill them. Represent the closeness of your symbiotic relationship with your plants by dressing up as one. I wore this terracotta color dress to act as the best pot material for the pickiest of your plants, and add as many green accessories as you want. The green button up from before is probably my favorite, but I also kind of look like I'm ready for Christmas a little too early. If it wasn't clear already, I've binge watched a lot of sewing TikTok tutorials in the past few months, and there are some telltale signs of a sewing TikToker. They often wear shirts with tie-up backs or fronts to avoid sewing zippers. They wear clothes with lots of patches. They love that satiny material that sparkles in the diamond filter. And they love to take in men's jeans at the waist, hoping no one will notice their distorted pockets, but truly don't care because they're just proud of what they make. If you have one of those exposed zigzag seam patched up shirts, then that would work even better, but I didn't get the chance to make one in time for this video. Another item on my to sew list. All jokes aside, the reason I take so many jabs at these sewing TikTokers is because I love their ideas and thrift flip a lot of my own items. This is hands down the scariest costume in this entire video. Dun dun dun! The dreaded Zoom call. Realistically, we're all dressed properly neck up and wearing sweats on the bottom. All you have to do is print out a Zoom logo and wear it around your neck or tape it to your shirt. You will be everyone's worst nightmare. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching and happy Halloween, which I consider the gateway into the long chain of holidays and cozy drinks. Bye!